Hello and welcome back to Ife's Up, where we put you up to speed on events happening both within and across Nigeria. Don't forget that a couple of weeks ago, there was serious issue concerning Jamb, in which the Jamb registrar, Alhaji Professor Isaac Oloyede, came on national TV and was crying aloud.
As registrar of Jamb, I hold myself personally responsible including for the negligence of the service provider and
Some has come to say it is more of a crocodile tears because that tears that he was rolling out on a national television will not bring back the life of a beautiful teenager that unalive herself due to having a very poor score or having a very poor grade after writing an examination called Jamb, with a lot of hope that that will take her into the university. We were just digesting that when Waec come on board and children had to write Waec examination around 7:30 p.m. According to the news, we were told that the exam lingered till 10:45 p.m. This is very absurd and this is very unfortunate. This has bring about the calling out of the director. A secondary school called Okafa High School College in Onitsha local government area of Ebonyi State was seen to be writing a West Africa Examination Council exams very late in the night. In fact, parents are to go to the schools bearing minimal arms. According to our news editorial, true, the parents went there having cutlasses, some were going with baton, some went there to wait for their pupils, to wait for their children that were writing exams till as late as 10:45 p.m. The painful part of all of this is the children, the pupil, the student writing exams were writing with candlelight. This is very disturbing and very disheartening for a country like Nigeria. So what is all of this for? An exam lingered to the middle of the night. The schools does not have provision for a standby generating set that can give them power. They don't have a standby solar energy that will be in their examination. Or what is the budget from federal government on education for instance? Why are schools not having sources of light that can help them to stay up at night? That is being on the defense side. And why must exams linger till this time? If you want those pupils, those students to do very well writing exams, how can a student wait for exams from as early as 7 a.m. till 7:30 p.m. before the Waec officials will come and drop the examinations paper for them to write? A lot is going on in education department, and this brings us to bear to ask our Minister for Education, Dr. Tuji Alausa, Minister for Education. What is happening? It was directly under your watch that the Jamb glitch happened, and nothing happens. Head did not roll. That was why they had to delay Waec examination till the middle of the night again. For children to write exams in the middle of the night, what exactly are we showing these young ones? How are we portraying what their future will look like to them? How can a student study all day, study all their life, trying to write an exam that we have weaponized and made so important that it makes them look like that is the determinant factor of their life? Education Minister, I think by now, in the same community, we ought to have seen you on a national TV, really not an apology to Nigerians for disappointing us and for resigning from that office. Because before long now, we will start getting to hear that more examination paper linger to the middle of the night, where kidnappers will go and kidnap innocent children again, and some of these children will get unalive again. We don't want all of these calamities to be flying in this country. Education Minister, do the right thing. And it is high time we start asking, where are the budget for education in this country? We learned 2025 has about 10% out of the nationwide budget. The effectiveness, efficiency of this budget is yet to be ascertained. But according to what was heard, we heard it was the best in the history of democracy after 1999. So, we need you to live up to the expectation, and resigning from that office will not be a bad idea, because you are not doing well. You are obviously not doing well. Again, government secondary school Nania in a unique local government area of Taraba State said to be writing exams while the roof collapsed on their head. What is happening to Ministry of Education, both at the state level, at the local government level, and Minister of Education? What is happening? Pupils are writing exams and the roofs collapsing on their head. Is it true that the leaders at the ends of the affairs don't have the interest of the young generation at heart? Because if you do, you value education and help them to get it in an uncompromisable way. I'm coming back to you, Dr. Tunji Alausa, Minister for Education. It is still on your head. The ball is on your table. What is happening? You need to show us workings. Dr. Tunji Alausa, show us workings. Don't allow this future that is building up to become a catastrophe. They say the youth are the future of tomorrow. Don't allow them to be destroyed in their prime. Look into the Ministry of Education. Find a way of stabilizing it. I read from some of your podcasts where you were reeling out how much you are planning, or you had invested in building classrooms and restructuring educational system. This has not been proven.
Beyond being constitutional right for every child in Nigeria to get education, it's also fundamental human right. And that's what this President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has vowed to protect and defend. The President has done so much in ensuring that every single child in this country gets a high quality education. And that's why, if you look at this 2025 budget, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has committed the highest amount of money to the education sector. And that's because of his fervent and benevolent belief in human capital development. And when we talk about human capital development, what are we talking about? We're talking education is the center of it all, healthcare sector and social protection. This is the first time we have the highest political will to ensure that every single child in this country gets the highest quality of education. This is the President's commitment to the people, to the citizens of Nigeria, and this is the mandate that he has given me and my colleague at the Federal Ministry of Education, Professor Suwaibat Said Ahmad. Now, before we go to what we've done a lot.
This has not been proven. So, do the workings, walk the talk, and let's see Nigeria moving from a collapsed educational background to a more pronounced one. Most of you are privileged to enjoy free education. That was why you were able to earn that doctorate degree in no distant time. So, Honorable Minister for Education, please help these young ones to gain easy access to having a basic and standard education that can help them to become what you are today. Once again, I will play some of the insert, especially from Pastor Sam Adeyemi, which says in a renowned society, a situation like this is more than enough to shut down the country in its entirety. So please listen. Don't forget to click on notification button. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel where you get to see latest videos in this.
Kids were using candles and torchlights to write their
Slides.
And I said it on TV. I said it's
Signing out.
where there was
Peace.
value for children, knowing that children don't have less value than adults. I said that was enough to shut down the country. What goes into a mind comes out in a life. If you want to know what the country will look like in 30 years' time, that's it. We're developing cultural taste for mediocrity for them. You wonder why one of them becomes a senator, member of the House of Reps or governor, and completely loses feeling for poor people. That's where it starts from. It's my turn for God to deliver me from slavery. God will do your own.